Hello friends, today we will discuss about the introduction of the ancient Mithila University. Ancient Mithila University was an ancient university and was famous for Nyaya Shastra and logical sciences. In Hindi you can tell it Prachin Mithila Vishwavidyalaya, and it was also called as Mithila Vidyapit in the ancient time, or simply Mithila. Mithila University was Brahmanical seat of learning, and its location is in Mithila, which is present in the part of Bihar and Nepal. It is the part of ancient universities in the Indian subcontinent, and it was founded by Janaka. The culture of the university was Hinduism. Now let's discuss about the background, how the university came into existence. This university came into existence from the period of King Janaka in Mithila. It was gradually started from the philosophical conferences held by Janaka, the king of Mithila, at his court. These philosophical conferences led to the formation of a seat of learning, and this seat of learning converted into the University of Mithila. It was the prominent seat of Brahmanical system of education. Mithila is the seat of Maithil Brahmins. From ancient time, Maithil Brahmins had given different dimension to the ancient Indian philosophy. Nyaya Shastra, Tarka Shastra, Mīmāṁsā and Shankhya Shastra were mostly emerged from Mithila. There was Uddalaka Aruni, who discovered the theory of three elements of life. Ashtavakra taught King Janaka the metaphysical nature of existence and the meaning of individual freedom. The philosophical conversation between Ashtavakra and Janaka is recorded as ancient philosophical text known as Ashtavakra Gita or Ashtavakra Samhita. Similarly, there was a great scholar and sage named as Yajnavalkya, who taught Brahman Vidya to the King Janaka. Yajnavalkya is the author of Satapatha Brahman and is considered as the father of Indian philosophy. Gargi Vachaknavi was a Brahmavadini. She composed several hymns in the Rig Veda that question the origin of all existence. She was honored as one of the Navaratnas, that is 9 gems, in the court of King Janaka of Mithila. She took part in the Shastrarth with Yajnavalkya, in which she asked some questions related to the foundation of the existence of the nature. Yajnavalkya answered all her questions. Maitreyi was another Brahmavadini who lived during the Vedic period in ancient India. She is mentioned in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad as one of the two wives of the Vedic sage Yajnavalkya. Brahmavadi means female philosopher or intellectual. She was Advaita philosopher. In the Rig Veda, about 10 hymns are attributed to Maitreyi. She explores the Hindu concept of Atman, that is soul or self, in a dialogue contained in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. The dialogue, also called the Maitreyi-Yajnavalkya dialogue, states that love is driven by a person's soul, and it discusses that nature of Atman and Brahman and their unity, the core of Advaita philosophy. She is estimated to have lived around 8th century BCE. Aksapada Gautama was a great scholar and Vedic sage who founded Nyaya Shastra. In 8th century CE, Mandana Mishra was a Hindu philosopher who wrote on the Mīmāṁsā and Advaita system of thought. He was a follower of Karma Mimamsa school of philosophy and a staunch defender of the holistic Ashtavakra doctrine of language. He was a contemporary of Adi Shankara. Mandana Mishra is known to be a student of Mīmāṁsā scholar Kumarila Bhatta, who also wrote a book on Advaita. The book written by Mandana Mishra is known as Brahma-siddhi. He is best known as the author of Brahma-siddhi. In the 9th to 10th century, Vācaspati Miśra was philosopher of Advaita Vedanta and wrote one non-commentary, Tattva-bindu. In English, its meaning is drop of truth, which focuses on Mīmāṁsa's theory of sentence meaning. In the 14th century, Vidyapati emerged as Maithil and Sanskrit poet, composer, writer, courtier, and royal priest in Mithila. He was a devotee of Shiva and also wrote love songs and devotional Vaishnava songs. He knew Sanskrit, Prakriti, Abhransa, and Maithili.